It's the first games of 2026 here at Millett Hall and the first conference home games for both Miami women's and men's basketball. It is the women leading things off against the Toledo Rockets here in lovely Oxford, Ohio. Bryan Millett joined by Gavin Stark. Thank you so much for joining your Saturday afternoon with us here on Red Hawk Radio. Gavin, this is a Miami women's team that's had a pretty good start. They've won 5 of their last 6 and really starting to heat up at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, this team has looked better as they head into MAC play now, just coming off of that win and a tight one against Kent State to get things rolling in MAC play. But this is a team who's got MAC championship destiny in their minds. They've been thinking about it since the last season where they fell short of that big goal, but Glenn Box has most of his players back, and you want to talk about having some players back. You talk about Tamar Singer, 11.7 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, but get this, 7 assists and 2.2 steals. Had a little bit of a turnover issue last year. That's kind of led into this year, but the assist to turnover ratio has gotten better with her 7 assists, and she has been the person who you can't even take off the court. She is just the engine of this team. But Amber Schroeder and Amber Scalia, the two Ambers, have been huge scorers for this team as well, both averaging 13.5 points per game and just being huge additions. And Amber Scalia, the transfer from St. Thomas, has probably been better than we even expected and has been a big bucket getter. And then the big Elsa De Vries has just grown so much since that freshman season last year where you saw a ton of potential and hope. This year, got into the starting lineup, and now 11.5 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and a block and a half, and a steal and a half per game. She's doing it on both sides of the court, a super streaky scorer who can really spread the floor. This team has a lot of talent all over the place, and it starts with Tamar Singer.
Yeah, and you mentioned the assist-to-turnover ratio, just under 2 for the sophomore from Israel. Tamar Singer has been excellent this season for the RedHawks. Starting lineups for each of these squads today, beginning with the hometown RedHawks. Amber Scalia, not Clara Gonzalez, Tamar Singer, Amber Schroeder, Neria Herho, and Elsa De Vries. In the starting lineup for the Toledo Rockets, same as their last game, Faith Fed Robinson, Kendall Carruthers, their best scorer, Patricia Anumba, Evelise Cole, and Miriam Dalala. So should be a good matchup between the RedHawks and the Rockets. Gavin, what are some of the things you're looking most forward to seeing for the RedHawks today?
Well, it's the defensive end. This Toledo team has just came off of a big win against Buffalo at home where they scored 79 points, a season high, so the offense is starting to click for Toledo, but this Miami RedHawks team continues to improve defensively with players like Neria Herho, who has just been a lockdown defender all season. That's what's found her way into the starting lineup is her defense, and that's going to be a huge part. And you talk about Elsa De Vries with a block and a half and a steal and a half. I mean, these players need to really play their best defensively, and this team should come out with a dominant victory, in my opinion. But Toledo team with a lot of confidence, starting to hit their stride, it feels like, as MAC plays, starting with a huge win against Buffalo earlier this week.
Miami second in the MAC in points allowed, giving up just under 60 points per game. Toledo averaging just under 66, 10th in the conference, so should be a good showing you would expect for Miami defensively. RedHawks in the all-white, Toledo in the all-navy with yellow trimming. The ball is tipped, and we are underway here from Millett. Toledo winning the tip. They will go right to left to start off today's ball game. They're going inside down to Diala and back up top to Fed Robinson. Near side corner, cross-court pass. Trying to drive down the baseline. Euro step, pass away, and it will be taken away by Miami. First steal of the day for the RedHawks is Scally with the ball. She shoots a 3. It's good. Strong start for Miami. They're up 3-0, 30 seconds into the game.
And that's what Amber Scalia brings to the court as well. One of the best three-point shooters on this team. Shoots the three-pointer the most, and she's averaging 35% from the three-point line. A great shooter in Scalia.
Getting it done defensively and offensively. Toledo looking to respond. It is Fed Robinson at the top of the key, being guarded by Scalia. Fed Robinson driving inside, jumps up at the free throw line. Here's the 3 from the far side corner, no good, and rebounded by Miami. Herho with the board. Miami driving in, here's a transition 3. It's good. Elsa De Vries with the bucket, Miami up 6-0.
And that's where Elsa De Vries has really grown the most. Last year, you knew she could shoot the three-pointer, but it wasn't really falling And at the beginning of the season, it really wasn't either. But lately, the three-pointer has been falling, and it's just taken her game to the next level.
And another turnover for Toledo. Carruthers trying to get it to a Rocket teammate. A little bit of a miscommunication. It landed right in front of the Miami bench. So Miami with a couple of threes. They're up 6-0 with 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Up top, ball gets into the hands of Singer. Pass to the far side corner in the hands of Herho. Looking down low for Treader. Crosses over, driving baseline. Outside, gets it to Singer. She's driving in. And a pass to the corner. Scally with the ball, spins around. Toledo wants to travel, they don't get it. Shot is no good. A scrum for the basketball goes out of bounds. It'll be Toledo basketball.
I mean, besides that offensive possession, Bryan, this is a dream start for Miami, knocking down 2 threes quickly. A team that can find themselves in some holes when they're not knocking down their shots, but right now doing
And
that.
steal for Miami. It was Singer, transition layup. It's good. And there's the outstanding defense we have come to expect from this Glen Bach squad on display yet again.
Creating turnovers. It's what they've gotten good at, and that's what they've started this game off. That's why they have an 8-0 lead.
Transition bucket for Toledo, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good, but a foul. It was Diala going up for the basket, fouled by Miami. She will head to the free throw line.
DeFries does a good job there, keeping her hands straight up and everything, but then she just bumps her with her body kind of last second, and that'll get a call every single time.
First free throws for either squad today. Diala shooting 72% from the charity stripe. First free throw is good, and Toledo is on the board. Toledo shooting 68.9% on free throws. 7th best in the MAC.
Do not have a free throw shooter above the 70% mark, so Miami's all right with getting them at the free throw line, I feel like.
Second one good from Diala, and Miami up 8-2. 7:34 left to go in the first quarter. Miami looking to continue their fast start. Herho with the ball, looking inside, goes off of a foot, and Miami will retain possession. Miami 3 for 4 from the field to start off today's game. 2 for 2 on three-point attempts. They're second best in the MAC on threes this season. 7:24 to go. Miami with the ball. Scalia driving in, jumps up right above the free throw line. Shot is good. Miami up 10-2. Mid-range on display for the RedHawks as well.
Just a shot maker is what Amber Scalia is. That's just her play style. She just knocks down shots from all over the court. Three-pointers, mid-range like you just saw there. She can take it to the rack. Just an all-around three-level scorer.
Layup from Toledo, no good. Miami looking to push in transition. Herho cross-court pass. It gets into the hands of DeFries. Looking down low to Treader. Trying to go up and under. Ball gets stripped away, and it will be Toledo basketball. Good play from Diala, stripping the ball from Treader and having it bounce off of her and go out of bounds.
This Miami team likes to move fast offensively, but sometimes they find themselves in the corners and just not in the right spots because they're moving so quickly, and it forces those turnovers like that and just small mental mistakes early. But
so you're going inside, foul on the floor. It is on Toledo, an offensive foul. Miami will get the basketball back. Another turnover for the Rockets. They're up to 3 on the game. Foul was on Kendall Carruthers.
And Amber Scalia just really doing it all quickly in this one. We're only 3.5 minutes in, and Amber Scalia's just effect on this game has been just foreseen already. It's unbelievable.
Carruthers, the leading scorer for the Rockets, averaging just under 14 points per game. A transfer from St. Francis, Pennsylvania. Looking down low, they get inside to Treader. One dribble, she goes up and gets the bucket. Miami up 12-2. What a start. Toledo looking to respond. It is Fed Robinson with the basketball, trying to drive inside on Scalia. Lay-in is good. Tough lay-in for the sophomore, Faith Fed Robinson. She gets the bucket to go and cuts the deficit to 8. Up top, Herho with the basketball, gets it to Scalia, looking to drive inside, steps in at the MAC logo, blocked away by Toledo, and they're looking to push it in transition. Fed Robinson away, gets it to Carruthers, cross-court pass to Cole. She drives in, gets it back up top. Carruthers, pass right in front of the Miami bench. 3, misses everything, and will go out of bounds. Miami basketball. 5:38 to go. A couple substitutions for each squad. It looks like it is Macy Taylor entering the game for Miami, as well as Mio Sicano.
Sicano's found her way into some more minutes as we step into MAC play just by her defense. The things that she is doing on the defensive end are just so impressive. In that Green Bay game, I think of, she really won them the game in that second half with her defensive abilities.
Foul on the floor. It'll go against Toledo. Will remain on the floor. Basket will not count. With 5:29 to go here in quarter number 1, Miami up 12-2 in the MAC home opener against Toledo. Underneath their own basket, Sicano looking to inbound the ball. Gets it right in front of her. It is Taylor who gets it up top to Treader. Looking down low, gets into the hands of Taylor, looking to drive down the baseline. A bump from Toledo and another whistle.
Just an unnecessary foul if you're Toledo there, one that you just kind of hitting yourself on the head right there. Miami is kind of moving slow offensively there, didn't have much going. Macy Taylor just with one simple move, and she gets bumped in a just tacky foul.
Foul is on Ella Weaver. It is her first. 3 team fouls for the Rockets so far. Miami driving inside, laying in no good. It was from Gonzalez, and Toledo with the rebound. Looking to push it in transition. Candace Dykstra backs it away and will slow things down. She has the ball yet again, looking to go inside. Cross-court pass is in the corner. Shot is in and out, and rebounded by Miami. Toledo ice cold from the 3-point line to start off today's game. They are 0 for 3. Sicano with the ball. Gets it up top to Herho. Looking to drive inside, right on top of the MAC logo. Miami working on the arc. Taylor drives in, left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Toledo. It was Evan Carrier with the ball. And now Dykstra looking to push it. Stop right at the MAC logo. Pass in front of the Miami bench. 3, no good. And the ball will go out of bounds. RedHawk basketball. So 4:22 to go in the first quarter. Miami with a strong start as we enter the first media timeout of today's ball game. RedHawks up 12-4. It's Miami basketball on RedHawk Radio. Stay with us. 4:22 to go here in the first quarter. Miami off to a strong start. They are up by 8 against the Toledo Rockets. Gavin's been a pretty good start offensively for these RedHawks.
Yeah, offensively, and I'd say defensively. I mean, Toledo sits here with 4 points. We knew Toledo wasn't the best offensive team, but like I said at the pregame, I mean, this team had almost 80 points against Buffalo, so Miami doing a good job so far stopping that early.
Sakana with the ball. She passes it off to Gonzalez. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Sakana with the ball, and Miami moving it around the arc. They get in the far side corner. The 3 is no good, but picked up by the RedHawks, tipped away, and Miami will retain possession.
Elsa DeFries misses that corner 3 near the Toledo bench, but that's a shot that she'll take 100% of the time. That is her spot. The corner 3s, she likes to just live by and usually can really knock it down.
DeFries this season, coming into today's game, shooting 30% on 3-point attempts, so you'll certainly take that shot if you're Glenn Box and the Miami RedHawks. Miami looking to expand their lead. They're up 12-4, 3:55 to go in quarter number 1. Taylor, left-handed lay-in, no good, and rebounded by Toledo. It was Fed Robinson with the board. And Toledo looking to dig into the deficit. Fed Robinson up top, picks up her dribble, looking to get it inside, but passes it to Miami instead. Just an errant pass from Fed Robinson. Miami looking for a transition 3. Taylor driving in, will pass it out. And Scalia backing in, will pass it off to Singer at the near side corner. Cross-court pass to DeFries, passes up the 3. Mid-range jumper, no good, and rebounded by Fed Robinson yet again. Still another good look, though, from DeFries. You'll certainly take it. Toledo looking to respond. They need a bucket. 3:10 to go. Dykstra passes it up to Fed Robinson at the top of the key, looking to drive in with her right hand, and instead is taken away by Miami. Scalia looking to push it up the floor, and will ease it up, trying to slow down the tempo. Passes it up to Singer, who has it taken away for a second, but is able to regain the basketball. And the ball trying to hit a cutting Scalia. Instead hits off of a RedHawk, goes out of bounds. It'll be Toledo ball. A little sloppy the past few minutes from each of these squads.
Looks like Ashton Ellie's going to check into the game pretty early for Ellie, who hasn't gotten a ton of playing time this year, averaging 3 points per game and a rebound. The senior out of Little Rock, Arkansas.
Ellie, the transfer from UAB, making her 5th appearance on the season. Toledo with the ball, driving inside, passes it inside. It is Dykstra, or pardon me. The bucket is good from Toledo. They cut the lead to, or the deficit to 6. It was Diallo with the bucket. Here's a 3 from Miami. It's good from Amber Treader.
And that's a huge shot there. Amber Treader, where this offense was really going on a dry spout, hadn't scored in a minute with a couple missed shots. Treader, one of your best players, knocks down a 3.
Transition bucket, no good from Toledo, rebounded by Miami. 1:55 to go in the first quarter. Scalia driving in baseline with their left hand underneath the basket. Instead, we'll pull it away, get it up top. Here's the 3, no good from Singer, and rebounded by Ella Weaver. Carruthers looking to drive it inside. Baseline has it taken away. Another turnover for Toledo. Carruthers just lost control on that one.
Yeah, and Tamar Singer takes Ruthers to the baseline, and she just got lost there and lost the ball completely, confused by the defense of Tamar Singer. Just been an elite defender all year.
7 turnovers for the Rockets today. Miami with just 2. This is a RedHawk defense that excels in taking the ball away. Get inside to Treader, back outside, and they pass it into Treader again. A whistle on the floor and a foul on Toledo. Foul is on Alexa Hosevar. That is her first and the 4th for Toledo. So next foul from Miami, they will be in the bonus. They have a minute 10 to get it. Inside, Treader lay-in, no good, off the rim, and she'll head to the free throw line.
And a great look there for Miami and Amber Treader. She got a huge cut, had the layup there, but got hacked. She'll take a trip to the free throw line any day.
Treader, a good free throw shooter, shooting 83% from the line this season, is the first free throw for Miami today. And she misses the first. A 15-6 lead for the RedHawks. Make it 16-6 as Treader drills the second free throw. She will exit the game for Nuria Herho. So after a brief scoreless drought for the RedHawks, they expand the lead again. They're up 16-6 with a minute to go in quarter number 1. Toledo looking to respond. It is Weaver with the ball, looking to get inside, blocked away by Miami, and they look to expand the 16-6 lead. Looking to push it in transition. It is Singer with the basketball across the court, pump fake from Ellie. And Singer driving it in. She gets the left-handed lay-in, and Miami up 18-6. Just a good look there for Tamar Singer. She is up to 4 points on the game. Carruthers with the ball, asking for a screen from Diala. Instead, she will dump it off to her at the top of the key. Weaver looking to cut inside. She passes up on the pass, and a foul on Miami. Glenn Box not a fan of that call, as Diala was driving in to get the layup.
An interesting call, definitely. I mean, it looked like DeFreeze had all ball there, but she did bring her arm down, so I can see why you call that if you're a ref, but it's one I wouldn't call, that's for sure.
Certainly a tough break for DeFreeze. It is her second foul, and those are as many team fouls as Miami has so far today. 18-6, Miami leads. 17.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. First free throw from Toledo is good, and they stay perfect from the free throw line. All free throws coming from Miraim Diala. And she will remain perfect. She drills the second. Miami up 18-8, 15 seconds to go. Definitely look for one shot here if you're Glenn Box. Singer with the basketball, pushing it slowly. 6 seconds to go, dribbling in with her right hand behind her back. She is at the elbow. Here's the shot. It's no good, and that is how quarter number 1 will end. So Miami shot 43% from the field and 3 for 5 on three-point attempts. They held Toledo to just 20% from the field and 0 for 4 from the three-point line, pardon me. And they go up 18-8 after quarter number 1. Stay with us here on Red Hawk Radio. More Miami basketball coming up. Quarter number 2 about to start here from Millett. Miami up 18-8 over the Toledo Rockets. Bryan Millett joined by Gavin Stark. Thank you so much for listening to us here on Red Hawk Radio on this first Saturday in January. And the first MAC doubleheader here at Millett. Have a huge one coming up in the men's game between the RedHawks and the Akron Zips. That should be really, really fun. And on your way around 3:30 or so.
Yeah, January 3rd was the day I had circled early in October.
Ball taken away from Toledo. It is Fed Robinson with the basketball, looking to push it inside. Up top, here's a 3 from the Rockets. It's good. Evilise Cole with the 3. It is the first three-pointer for Toledo today. Miami now up 18-11, 9.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Herho with the ball, passes to Scalia, passes it to Treader, who gets it to Singer. Cross-court pass to Gonzalez. Everyone touching the ball for Miami is blocked, but Miami is able to retain possession. Singer with the ball, driving inside, left-handed lay-in, no good. Rebounded by Diallo. Toledo looking to push it in transition. Here's the 3, and no good, but they get their own rebounds. Fed Robinson, her putback is good, and all of a sudden a 5-0 run for the Rockets to start off the quarter.
A really good start to this second quarter for Toledo. Looking like they finally have found something on the defensive end, and that's translating offensively.
Scalia passes it to Herho, looking to drive in with her left hand. Cross-court pass. Here's Singer with the 3, in and out, and rebounded by the Rockets. This certainly feels like a huge possession, but it's taken away by Herho, and she loses control, and it will be Toledo basketball. Man, a wild 20 or so seconds there, but it will be Toledo with the ball, pretty much right back to where we started, with an 18-13 lead for Miami. We'll see if Toledo can continue their run. Miami wanted a push-off off of Gonzalez. They're not going to get it. And Toledo now enters their side of the court. Cross-court pass into the hands of Cole. She passes it off to Dykstra, who's looking to push it inside. Potentially looking for Diallo down low. She picked up the ball. Cross-court pass. And it is picked up, but a travel on Toledo. It was Patricia Anumba called for the violation. Miami will get the ball back.
And sometimes this Miami defense struggles in transition, but when this defense is able to get set, it's almost lockdown, I think is the word you could use for this Miami defense. They just know where they need to be, and they just guard so tough.
9 turnovers for Toledo today. Singer pushing it in, passes it out. Here's the 3 from Gonzalez, no good, and rebounded by the Rockets. Miami a little cold from the field, scoreless in the past 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Fed Robinson with the basketball, looking to drive with her left hand. She dumps it off to Dykstra instead. Ball goes out of bounds, but will remain with Toledo. It was Singer trying to push it away. And Dykstra with the ball again at the top of the key. And a handoff to Fed Robinson. He gets it to Anumba. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the 3. No good. And rebounded, but taken away by Miami. Here's Singer looking to work in transition. Dumps it off to Ellie. And she just lost control there for a second. A travel called on her. And another turnover for the RedHawks.
Just bad turnover right there. I mean, just a mental mistake there. I think Ellie didn't really expect to have the three-point look. Miami just needs to settle down in this second quarter. First 2.5 minutes have been a little bit of a disaster, but still got a 5-point lead here.
Carrier and Carruthers enter the game for the Rockets. Diallo and Dykstra are out. 7:12 to go in the second quarter. Miami up 18-13 over the Toledo Rockets. Fed Robinson with the ball right in front of the Miami bench. Gets it to the center of the court, now backing in right at the MAC logo. She passes it out to Anumba, who gets it to the top of the key. Here's the 3 from Fed Robinson. She drills it, and it is now just a 2-point lead for Miami.
And Fed Robinson, a 15% three-point shooter coming into this game. Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable behind the three-point arc.
Toledo now up to 25% from three-point land in this ball game. They've made 2 3-pointers in this quarter. Pass inside, taken away by Toledo. Carruthers looking to go coast to coast. Here's the lay-in, no good, but rebounded by Toledo. Stripped away, but into the hands of the Rockets. Carruthers with the ball again. Her lay-in is good, and this game is tied. A 12-0 run for Toledo has shocked this Millett crowd.
I think you got to call a timeout here if you're Glenn Box.
It sure feels that way, but doesn't look like he's going to. Ellie with the ball. She dumps it to Taylor across the court. A lot of space opened up for her, and her lay-in is good.
A primary three-point shooter in Taylor does a good job there, taking it to the rim. She can do that as well.
Seemed like Toledo was so drawn into her three-point shooting ability. They got in a little bit too close. She just blew right past them. Fed Robinson looking to drive it inside. She'll have a foul called on her instead, and Miami will get the ball back.
The second charge card on Toledo in this one, and both have came in Amber Scalia. She's taken some big blows so far in this game.
Yeah, Scalia down underneath the basket for a couple of moments. She was able to get up and retreat towards the Miami bench. We'll check in on her to see if she is good to go for the rest of the game. Looked like she maybe got the wind knocked out of her as Sicano now enters the game for Miami. Treader with the ball, looks towards Sicano's direction, said dubs it to Singer, who has it taken away by the Rockets. And Toledo potentially with a chance to tie or take the lead for the first time today. So whistle on the floor, it'll be a foul on Miami. Foul is on Ashton Ellie. That is her first, and the first for Miami in the quarter. Ellie will head back to the Miami bench. Nuria Herho will enter. 5:25 to go in the second quarter. Miami up 22-18. Rockets looking down low to Carrier. Instead, she gets it outside to Carruthers at the baseline. Dumps it off, and the lay-in is good from Evelise Cole. And this game is tied up once again. 20 points apiece. Singer with the ball. Gets in front of the Miami bench. To Macy Taylor, ball stripped away again. It will be Rocket basketball. A critical turnover as we enter the media timeout in the second quarter. It has been all Rockets in quarter number 2, 20-20 with 4:58 to go. Stay with us here on Red Hawk Radio. A 14-2 run for the Toledo Rockets has tied this ball game up at 20 points apiece with 4:58 to go in the second quarter here from Millett Hall. Toledo with the basketball. They're going right to left. They're in the all-navy uniforms. Miami in the all-white with red trimming. Carruthers with the basketball at the top of the key. Looks like Miami entering a zone to prevent this Toledo lead from happening. Up top, it is Dykstra with the ball, looking to Fed Robinson. The near side corner ball is taken away by Miami, and Tamar Singer comes up with the basketball. Dumps it off. Here's Takano, her three. No good, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Toledo. Dykstra looking to push it up the court, goes behind her back and will slow things down. 4:20 to go in the half. Trying to get it down low to Carrier. He gets it up top to Fed Robinson. Carrier at the top of the key, being guarded and now switched onto by Taylor. Dykstra with the ball in front of the Miami bench, driving in with her left hand, left-handed lay-in, no good. And Miami does come up with the basketball. Singer always seems to find her way to the ball in these situations. She's looking down low. Here's DeFreeze, it's good, and Miami takes the lead.
And in that 14-2 run, there was a player that wasn't on the court for the RedHawks. Her name's Elsa DeFreeze. She gets back on the court after that TV timeout. It's a quick 2-point bucket for her. She's just that much of a difference maker.
Lay-in from Toledo, no good. Evan Carrier trying to come up with the lay-in. Instead, she is fouled, and she will head to the free throw line. It's a big foul, Gavin. It is on to Freeze. It is her third.
Yeah, and that's the gamble you take if you're Glenn Box and this Miami staff. You know, you put Elsa DeFreeze back there, and she's obviously a huge difference maker, and this team's way better with her on the floor, but you're going to need her later in this one. Now she's already in foul trouble with 3. We're just barely halfway through the second quarter, too.
And you would have to imagine that she would exit the ball game for the rest of the half. That'd be putting a lot of trust in her to not pick up that 4th foul, and I just don't think you can afford to do that, and she will exit the game. It will be Treader and Scalia entering the game for Miami. Tamar Singer will also exit the game with DeFreeze. Brief delay on the floor. There are 3 Rockets at the scores table.
Not often do you see Singer off the, excuse me, no, Singer will be on the floor still, but with Singer and Scalia still on the floor, you have 2 good primary ball handlers and good guard play, and then Shredder as well, so you're not going to be lacking size or ball handling with Elsa DeFreeze not on the floor.
Yeah, she was out for a brief second. Looked like she was on the bench. Now she enters the game again. So
it's just Glenn Box faking us out.
Yeah. First free throw good from Carrier. You're awaiting the second. And it rolls away, no good. So Miami will keep a 1-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Singer with the basketball at the top of the key, being guarded by Carruthers. A cutting Taylor, left-handed lay-in, it's good, and Miami takes a 3-point lead.
And that's Macy Taylor's second good drive of this quarter. A player you don't see do often, but she's driving the basketball really well today.
We've seen that a couple times for her today. She's mostly a 3-point scorer. Cole inside, left-handed lay, it's good. And we are going back and forth here at Millett. Miami up 24-23, 3 minutes to go in the half. Singer dribbling in with her left hand, dumps it away, is going to be taken away, but a foul called on Toledo instead. It is against Patricia Anumba, who initially got this steal as she was trying to get the basketball, got in the way of Miami RedHawk, and she will pick up the foul instead. That is her first.
And Scalia once again on the floor. I mean, she's taking a beating so far in this one. Luckily getting up and staying on the floor.
She has certainly been putting forth a ton of effort defensively. On the offensive end, 5 points for the transfer from St. Thomas, Minnesota. She has the ball in her hands, 2:52 to go, driving in with her right hand. Transition pass to Taylor, who will hand it off to Singer. Pass it away, 3 from Herho. It's good, good ball movement from the RedHawks. They drill the 3 and they're up by 4.
Just absolutely phenomenal ball movement there. Everyone touching the basketball there, and it ends in a corner 3 from Nuria Herho.
Carruthers with the ball, being guarded by Singer. Jump stop, passes it away. Anumba, her 3 is good. Galia, who dumps it away to Taylor. Spins around, looking for a drive baseline, picks up her dribble. She's got to find somewhere to go. Instead, Taylor on the floor and a jump ball. Whenever the next tie-up happens, Carruthers with the ball, steps back. Her three is good, and Toledo takes the lead.
There's 14 points per game star for this team. Struggled in that first quarter, but now finding her rhythm and making a score.
5 points for Carruthers today. Herho with the ball, driving inside on Cole, and she traveled. That left foot dragged a little bit too. 29-27, and Elsa DeFries will make her way towards the scores table. This is quite a risk from Glenn Box.
Yeah, and Glenn Box is known to take some risks, but this is one of the bigger ones I've seen him take.
I mean, you could understand why, though. This has been a different team when she has not been on the floor. Mid-range shot, no good. And rebounded by the Rockets. Yala, no good. Rebounded by Cole. Back to the outside. No good. Rebounded by Treader. 1 minute to go in the first half. Miami down 29-27. Herho, transition three. Count it. And Miami takes back the lead, 30-29.
How about Nuria Herho? Good teams have players step up in big moments, and Nuria Herho has done that with two three-point daggers.
With the ball, she passes it away, and it is Carruthers, the star for the Rockets. Left 13 seconds left on the shot clock, being guarded by Singer. Passes away, Anumba, pump fake, looking to get to the corner. Here's the three from Cole, too far. But Diallo picks up the board, but it didn't hit the rim, and it'll be a shot clock violation on Toledo.
A huge defensive stand right there for this Miami team, and now they're going to get the ball with a 1-point lead in 18 seconds on the clock for this second half, or before this first half ends.
And DeFries will enter the game for Miami. She will come in for Macy Taylor, so we'll see if Glenn Box tries to get the ball in her hands. You'd think it's just one possession for Miami, so shouldn't be too much of a risk for her picking up her fourth foul. Although, you never know. You don't want to speak too soon on that.
Right. I mean.
And another sub for the Rockets. It is Candace Dykstra. And Faith Fed Robinson coming in for Carruthers and Ella Weaver. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Singer bringing up the ball slowly. Shot clock is off. It will be one shot for Miami. Singer driving in, gets it to Treader at the top of the key, to Herho at the near side corner. Ball is taken away, a whistle on the floor, and it is on Toledo. Miami will retain possession.
Toledo doing a good job defensively, though. Right now, in this possession, they obviously pick up the foul there, but only 2.6 seconds left on the clock now as Miami inbounds it near the scorer's table.
Foul is on Anumba. She will exit the game. It is her second foul. Hosivar enters the game. 2.6 seconds left. Scalia cuts in, lay-in blocked away. It goes out of bounds, and that is how the first half will end. Man, that looked like a great look initially, but great closing defense from the Toledo Rockets. But Miami will enter the half with Miami in the first quarter, and the second quarter really not the same, but they're able to respond and take back the lead as they enter the half.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Toledo, you feel really good. If you're Miami, you probably don't feel nearly as good. I know there's a lot of adjustments that this Miami team is going to make at the half, so you don't feel entirely bad if you're a Miami fan watching this game right now or listening here on Red Hawk Radio. But overall, I mean, Miami's first quarter, you can't just put aside and not think about. They had a great first quarter where they were knocking down shots left and right and playing great defense, and then the second half, it just was a game of waves, really, and Toledo took all the momentum for a while there, but like you said, Miami's still with that 1-point lead, so you got to feel pretty good about that after you probably played one of your worst quarters of the season.
The RedHawks have outshot the Rockets today, 46% from the field, Toledo 38%, and Miami 50% from three-point land, Toledo 33%. It's really been the difference in rebounding that has allowed Toledo to get back into this ball game. 18 boards for the Rockets compared to just 13 for the RedHawks.
And it seems like this RedHawk team is going to have a little bit more of a crowd in this second half, as well as this place is starting to fill in some more because we got a big one at 3:30.
That's the beauty of the doubleheaders, right?
Exactly.
Should be a very entertaining second half here from Millett. RedHawks up 32-29. Hope you stay with us. Bryan Miller and Gavin Stark. Second half coming up shortly here on Red Hawk Radio. Almost time for the second half here from Millett Hall. Miami up 32-29 over the Toledo Rockets here in the home conference opener for the Miami RedHawks, coming into today's game with a record of 9-4, 1-0 in MAC play. A big 67-63 win at Kent State earlier this week. But Gavin, today it's really been a tale of two different quarters for each of these squads. First quarter dominated by Miami, and the second dominated by Toledo.
Yeah, I mean, just both teams taking shots at each other. Miami had a big first quarter, like you said, but the second quarter was just complete opposite. Shots weren't falling, defensive breakdowns, and turning the ball over a little bit more, which is something that they were doing so well in the first quarter. A team that can really dominate games by just not turning the ball over, but they keep a lot of teams that they shouldn't keep in some tight games because they're turning the ball over and giving them too many possessions and just wasting a lot of their own. So offensively, I mean, you struggled without Elsa DeFries out there in most of the second quarter because she's in foul trouble, and that's something we're going to keep our eye out here on for the second half. She's already got 3. If she gets that 4th, that's going to be a huge blow for this Miami team. And
she is on the floor, so it'll certainly be something to notice as this game goes on. Miami with the ball there, going right to left in their all-white uniforms. Looking down low to Amber Treader. She passed it out to Singer. Her 3 in front of the Miami bench, no good, and tipped away, and a whistle on the floor. I'm not sure if it's against Treader or DeFries.
I think they're going to call it on Toledo.
They are, yeah. So Miami will inbound it underneath their own basket. The foul was on Diala. It is her first.
And that's why you compete for every rebound. Treader wasn't in a good spot at all, but she fought her way into good position and gets rewarded for it.
So a good break there for Miami. They will retain the basketball. Scalia with the ball, dribbling in, hands it off to Herho, and her shot is no good. Rebounded by Diala. About 30 seconds into half number 2. Carruthers with the ball, being guarded by Herho. It has been a quieter day for the leading scorer, just 5 points, although she had a very good second quarter. Step back, she passes up on the 3. They're looking to go inside to Diala. She passes it out to Fed Robinson. Pump fake, right at the MAC logo, loses control, a tie-up, and it will be Toledo basketball.
8 seconds remaining on the shot clock now, so Toledo still has some time to get off a good shot as well.
Inbounding underneath their own basket, getting close to a 5-second violation, and she will just put it up for Carruthers to go get. 5 seconds on the shot clock. She passes up the shot. Diala down low. Her lay-in rims out and is rebounded by Herho. Singer with the basketball, looking to push it up the floor. Crosses midcourt and will slow things down. 8:53 to go in the third quarter. 18 seconds to go on the shot clock. Miami up 32-29 over Toledo. Being guarded by Fed Robinson, tries to find cutting Scalia. It's not there, but she bumped into a defender, and it will be another foul on the Rockets.
And getting Toledo into some foul issues early in this third quarter can go huge for this Miami team moving forward.
Foul is on Diala. That is her second. Now 2 team fouls for Toledo in the third quarter. Herho with the ball, looking inside through the hands of DeFries, and it will be Rocket ball.
Just a little too high for the 6'3" Elsa DeFries.
It was open too.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a missed pass for Herho. First turnover for Miami in the second half, something they really struggled with, especially in the second quarter. Trying to improve on that here in the third. Enumba with the ball, looking towards the far side corner, dribbling baseline, gets it to Diala. He gets it to Carruthers in the near side corner, but she traveled. It will be Miami ball. A sloppy start for each of these squads offensively to start off the half.
No points in the first 2 minutes of this third quarter.
Quite a few turnovers and fouls to start things off. Singer with the ball, crosses midcourt. Fed Robinson guarding her. Scally come off his screen, hands it back out to Singer, looking to drive inside and trying to cutting Treader, and she lays it home for the bucket.
It doesn't get much better than that pass there from Tamar Singer at all. I mean, just beautiful execution.
But Toledo looking for a transition 3, in and out, no good. And Numba was wide open. They missed the follow back attempt. Carruthers with the ball. She got another offensive rebound. Looking down low, Fed Robinson misses the lay-in, but a foul on the play.
And those are the most frustrating ones right there, where just Toledo's beating you on the boards. You have the size advantage. It's just So frustrating. You have two players above 6 feet tall, one being 6'3" Elsa de Vries, and then 6'1" Amber Treader, and you're getting out rebounded just because Toledo's working harder. They're crashing the boards and just catching you lacking, honestly.
Toledo with 5 offensive rebounds in the second quarter, as the first free throw is good from Fed Robinson. Honestly, Gavin, is a pretty big reason how they got back into this ball game. At least you can say, if you're Glenn Box, de Vries wasn't out there for most of it, but in that last possession, both her and Treader were both out there. Very uncharacteristic.
It's not even getting out physical either. It's just getting out hustled.
Second free throw good from Fed Robinson. It is a 1-point lead for Miami. They're up 32-31 with 7:25 to go in the third quarter. Looking to work it around the arc is de Vries with the basketball. Gets it down low to Treader. Finds a cutting Singer, who will bounce it outside and get to Scalia at the near side wing. At the MAC logo, finds a cutting Herho. Her lay-in is good, and Miami takes a 3-point lead.
And it's the same set that they just ran on the last offensive possession. It's just the backdoor cut there, and it's wide open both times, and it's pointed at 2 points on both possessions.
It certainly worked for Miami in this half. Here's a 3 for Toledo. Is no good, coming from the hands of Cole, but Toledo again with another offensive rebound.
It's unbearable.
Anuba with the ball, gets it to Fed Robinson. They're looking inside to Diallo, but instead travel called, and Miami will get the ball back. It just seems like that's the one thing preventing Miami from expanding this lead, just giving up these offensive rebounds. It's been killing them all game. Up top is de Vries to Herho to Treader at the far side corner in front of the Miami bench. 6:25 to go. Singer with the ball, looking to drive inside. Cross court pass to Herho. Her corner 3. Count it. 37-31. Nuria Herho with the big time 3. She leads all RedHawks with 11 points and a timeout on the floor.
Herho continues to knock down big shots. She's knocked down all of her threes in big time moments too, late in the second quarter to continue to keep the lead. And now another one to grow the lead here in the third quarter. They lead by 6 going into the timeout.
Big time shot for the lefty Herho. Miami up by 6 with 6:19 to go. Stay with us here on Red Hawk Radio. 6:16 to go in the third quarter. Toledo going left to right. Miami starting to heat up there on a 5-0 run over the past minute and a half. Up and under from Cole, no good. Rebounded by Miami, but out of the hands of DeFries. As a loose ball, will be a jump? It will, and Miami will get the ball back.
And the first jump ball that goes in Miami's favor in this one. Seen two other ones go in possession arrow to Toledo.
You love to see the hustle pay off, especially on a possession like that.
Right.
6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Miami up 37-31, looking to expand this lead. They are on a 10-0 run over the past 6 minutes or so. A handoff gets tipped away by Toledo, but Singer is able to get it back and operate the offense. Herho with the ball, gets it up top to DeFries, gets it back to Herho. Has had a couple of massive threes today. They're looking to get it inside, but it's not really available. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Herho driving in, and she traveled.
Yeah, Herho just kind of got caught into a spot where she didn't really feel comfortable at, and she ends up getting called for the travel there. A good defensive possession from Toledo to get the ball back. So they need to find a bucket here.
They certainly do. Enumba with the basketball, being guarded by Scalia, gets it up top. They're looking to go down low to Diala, being guarded by DeFries, who's playing with 3 fouls. Diala with the basketball, looking to drive it inside. She does. Right-hand lane is good, and the foul from Herho.
Said they were looking for a basket on this possession, but a loud one for Toledo. Momentum, it's just felt like a game where either team is just looking for momentum, and right now both teams just struggling to really find it here because they're just fighting it off.
That is Herho's 3rd foul, so Miami with a couple of players in foul trouble. Macy Taylor will enter the game. Free throw is good. Miami up 37-34, about halfway through quarter number 3. Taylor with the basketball in front of the Miami bench, gets it to Singer at the top of the key. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Miami looking to build on their 3-point lead. Shredder with the ball at the top of the key, gets it down low to DeFries, working on Diallo. Left-hand lay-in, no good. Rebounded by Cole, and Toledo with a chance to potentially tie the game, down 3. Carruthers with the ball in front of the Rocket bench, gets it to Cole at the top of the key, being guarded by Shredder. Diallo at the elbow. Looks like potentially a one-on-one with her and DeFries. She's going to drive in, spins around, tries to go up. Her shot, no good, but rebounded by Toledo. Put back, blocked by DeFries as a scrum for the basketball. It'll go out of bounds, and Toledo will maintain possession. Man, another good defensive sequence there for Miami, but just not quite able to finish the job and rebound the basketball as there's a whistle on the floor. We'll stay with you here at Red Hawk Radio. Gavin, seems like that's just been the biggest problem for Miami today, is just finishing these defensive possessions, rebounding the basketball, and getting the ball back to your offense.
Well, and when you preview this game before this game had started, you don't think about this team getting out-rebounded by a smaller, less physical Toledo team, but Toledo's came in with an intention to, hustle and try to be as physical as possible, and they've succeeded in that, and that's why they find themselves only down 3 to one of the top teams in the MAC in Miami. But this Toledo team has continued to get better and better, and they're showing, how they're improving, and that's been coming from just hustle, and it's super simple. This Miami team, on the other hand, they started off hot in the first quarter, and it hasn't been the same since then, really. They haven't had the open three-pointers as well either. So Toledo guarding the ball a lot better and also out-rebounding this Miami team on the offensive end.
Rebounding has been an issue for the RedHawks this season, averaging just over 33 rebounds a game. That is last in the MAC, although they are 5th in the MAC in giving up rebounds. Their opponent rebounds per game just over 34, but today it has been a pretty big issue, Gavin. They're getting out-rebounded 26-15.
Right.
And 12 of those rebounds have come on the offensive end for the Rockets.
Yeah, it's really unacceptable. And then you also look at the free throw numbers. 8 for 9 for Toledo, as Miami's only been to the free throw line 2 times, and they're 1 for 2.
Yeah.
So that's also a big difference as well there. So you'd like to see them maybe take it to the rim a little bit more and get some fouls. They were doing that well at the start of this third quarter, but it's slowed down since then. And now we're halfway through the third, and you still only lead by 3.
Yeah, I think it's it's frustrating when you look at the shooting numbers, and Miami's shooting 50% on three-point attempts, just under 47% from the field, compared to Toledo. They're 32% from the field, 28% on three-point attempts. It's just like, it shouldn't be this close to the game if you look at the shooting numbers, but when you see the rebounding margin today, you could certainly understand why the score is what it is, and Miami is up 37-34.
Basketball, a game of momentum swings. Both teams are just looking for one right now, and I think if you're looking for a big momentum swing for player-wise for Miami, it's Elsa Freeze, because you saw a game just like this here at Millett Hall about 2 weeks ago that I called, and it was the Green Bay game. And this Miami team was in a dogfight with Green Bay, and you were like, it just seems like who's going to get the momentum swing, and Elsa Freeze was the one to come out of timeout in the third quarter and go for 9 straight and ended up scoring 22 points in that game. So I'd look for Elsa Freeze here, even though she has 3 fouls, but on the offensive end, look for her to, you know, a streaky scorer in Elsa Freeze. I'd look at her.
She has 5 points today on the season. She is averaging 11 and a half. Toledo will inbound underneath their own basket, 4:26 to go in the third quarter, 18 seconds to go on the shot clock. They get to Fed Robinson, who gets it to Carruthers at the top of the key. They're looking down low, and it is taken away by Miami. Macy Taylor coming up with the basketball, and she gets it to Tamar Singer. Crosses midcourt, looking to drive in with their left hand, backs away, gets it up top. Here's a 3. It's good. Elsa DeFreeze, who else? What a shot, and Miami is up by 6.
Elsa DeFreeze is just able to just really expand the court so well and stretch the floor with her shooting abilities and size.
Big time 3 for her. She is up to 8 points. Left-handed lay-in is good for Toledo. It was from Anumba, and Miami up by 4, 42-36, about 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Singer driving in, will back away, looking up top for Treader. She hands it off to Scalia, who turns around, looking to drive in with the right hand instead, dumps it off to Treader in front of the Miami bench, who hands it off to Singer, looking to drive baseline, and finds a cutting Macy Taylor, spins around, right at the MAC logo, tough shot, no good. Toledo looking to respond, down by 4. Carruthers with the basketball, looking to go coast to coast. Almost has it taken away, but will regain the ball. Cross-court pass. Here's a 3. No good. And rebounded by Miami, but a whistle on the floor. It will go against the RedHawks.
And going back to that last offensive possession for Miami, it seems like at times when the shot clock gets low, they give up on just dishing the ball around. And for 5 seconds right there, you saw Macy Taylor just kind of hold the ball and then force one with time left on the shot clock. I'd just like to see this team, you know, not give up on the offensive possession too early in those situations moving forward.
Taylor will exit the game. Herho will come back in. She is playing with 3 fouls. Interestingly, on our stat sheet, Gavin, it says DeFreeze has 2 fouls. It said she had 3 for, I mean, all of the first half, so I wonder if they had a foul taken back from her or it was miscounted. That would make a world of difference, as there's a whistle on the floor. And there's a foul on Miami. I believe it is against Treader.
And that's the freeze things. Those are the things we're not told today because we're sitting up in.
Yeah, it's a little different.
We're sitting up in the rafters today, and you would probably be told that if we were down in our normal spot on press row, but we'll see, I guess, when she gets another foul, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't in general, but.
Yeah, it's certainly a problem you would like to avoid, but I guess we'll all find out together. First free throw is good from Ella Weaver. The last foul was indeed on Amber Treader. That is her first. 40-37, Miami leads, 2:57 to go. Second free throw good from Weaver. Those are her first 2 points of the game, and Miami now up by 2. 2:50 to go in quarter number 3.
Big offensive possession here for the RedHawks.
Herho with the ball, passes it around, gets it to Scalia. Miami moving the ball quickly. Herho back to Singer, looking to drive inside. Floater from the MAC logo, misses everything. Another scram for the football, or the basketball, pardon me. And Miami will retain possession.
Good fight by Miami there to keep the ball in their hands here. We got 10 seconds left on the shot clock now.
2:36 to go in the third quarter. Singer with the ball, being guarded by Fed Robinson. Gets it to Scalia, being double teamed. Tries to get it up top. Fed Robinson cutting in, and a foul on the play. It will go against Fed Robinson, the sophomore from Newark, New Jersey.
Game's starting to get a lot more physical here.
Yeah. And has the third team foul for Toledo in the quarter. Miami with 4 team fouls. 2:25 to go, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a 3, rims out, rebounded by Fed Robinson. A chance for Toledo to tie this game up or potentially take back the lead. Carruthers with the ball. It's been a quiet game for her, just 5 points. Dumps it off to Cole at the elbow. Cross-court pass to Anumba. Being left alone, gets it back to Carruthers. They're looking down low to Cole again. Tries to find a cutting rocket, but a travel called on her instead, and Miami will get the ball back. Both of these defenses really stepping up these last few possessions.
Yeah, low scoring game, and that's a tribute to these defenses. And I wouldn't even just blame it on shot making, because sometimes in these games, you know, teams just aren't knocking down shots. It's these defensive possessions.
Diallo will enter in for the Rockets. She will come in for Cole, who just had the travel called on her. 1:55 to go in the third quarter. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Miami up 42-38. Shredder just passes it right to Diallo. That's another careless turnover for the RedHawks. And Toledo with the chance to tie it up or take back the lead. Anumba with the ball looking inside, gets it to Carruthers at the top of the key. Dribbling in with her left hand, jump stops, gets it to Fed Robinson in the corner. Looking to drive baseline. Goes to the hands of Diallo and taken away by Scalia, looking to go coast to coast. Backs away, trying to go up and under, and instead we'll get it out to Singer. 1:20 left as Singer drives in with their left hand. Back out to Treader and out to Scalia, far side corner, dribbling in. Jump stop, ball slipping away, goes off of a rocket, and Miami will keep the ball. Substitution for the Rockets. Candace Dykstra enters the game for Fed Robinson. .112 left, 15 seconds on the shot clock for the RedHawks. Herho with the ball towards the block, passes it out to Singer. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Miami has to work quickly, down to 7 seconds. Singer dribbling around, down to 5, gets it up top to DeFries, tipped away, down to Treader. 1 second, has to get it up. She does, and it's good. Miami using every second of the shot clock. They take a 4-point lead, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dykstra looking to drive baseline, being guarded by Treader. Goes around the MAC logo. Scoop lay-in is good. Both of these teams going blow for blow. Miami up 42-40, 33 seconds left. Singer with the ball. Being guarded by Dykstra. 19 seconds left. RedHawk cutting in is tipped away. And Miami will retain possession.
And the RedHawks are just forcing things that just aren't really there. Almost got another turnover there. Just Tamar Singer was just trying to force something that she thought should be there, but it just wasn't on the cut for Treader.
Ball gets into the hands of DeFries. He gets it to Treader, who gets it to Herho. Singer and Scalia also out on the floor for the RedHawks. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Herho driving in, spins around, trying to go up, fade away. No good, a little too far. And Toledo with one last chance here in the third quarter. Anumba with the ball, cutting back in, gets it to Carruthers, pass out the shot. Far 3, misses everything, and that is how quarter number 3 will end. So Gavin, quarter number 1 belonged to Miami, quarter number 2 belonged to Toledo, quarter number 3 pretty much a tie, and Miami will have a 2-point lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, an exciting one, an exciting finish set up for this one, a big fourth quarter as the crowd starts to pile in for a big one. One of the biggest games in Miami men's basketball history here at Millett Hall. I'm excited about that one, but we got a tight finish here to finish up first.
Should be a great ending with a great crowd. We'll be back right after this. Miami up by 2. Setting up for an exciting last 10 minutes here at Millett Hall as the crowd's starting to file in. Quite the doubleheader today, Gavin. This exciting ending coming up between Miami and Toledo, and potentially the MAC game of the year on the men's side after this. The RedHawks taking on the Akron Zips in a rematch of the championship game last year.
A lot of defense in this one that we've seen, but in the next one, we're expecting a bunch of offensive firepower from those two teams.
Absolutely. 9:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Numba with the ball being guarded by Singer. It's been a very competitive game since the second quarter. Whistle on the floor and a travel. Miami will get the ball back.
That's a big start in this quarter. Toledo was looking to take the lead or tie it, and Miami forces the travel down there in the paint, and they're going to get an opportunity to expand this lead.
Singer with the ball. 4 outside for the RedHawks, although they are moving around very willingly. DeFries with the ball, gets it to Treader. Her 3 rims out and rebounded by Toledo.
Miami will take that look every time, though.
Yeah, it's very open for one of your best shooters in Amber Treader. You'll certainly take it if you're a Glenn Box. 9:15 to go. Caruthers with the ball, dribbling in with her right hand, spins around right at the bottom of the MAC logo. Fade away, no good. And Miami comes up with the ball. Singer now going across the court, gets it to Scalia, looking to drive baseline, dumps off the Treader. Her lay-in is good.
Good feed there from Amber Scalia.
A good lay-in for Treader. Just a great possession. Treader now up to 12 points. She leads Miami. 8:46 to go. Miami up 44-40. Ella Weaver with the basketball. Dribbling and tries to hand it off, and a whistle on the floor. A foul on Miami. That would have been an easy layup for Nuria Herho if the whistle was not called.
And I love the hustle from Herho still. I mean, she picks up the foul there, but
the foul's actually on Toledo is on Ella Weaver. So kind of an unfortunate foul in that. That would have been a free 2 points, but I guess you will take the foul if you're a Glenn Box as the first team foul for Toledo in the quarter. 8:40 to go in the game. Miami up by 4. Been a very competitive game so far. Singer with the ball being guarded by Fed Robinson. Slow moving offense, gets it to Treader, who gets it to Scally at the top of the key, trying to go inside to Treader. Her lay-in is good. 4 straight points for Amber Treader. She's starting to heat up, and the RedHawks are up by 6.
And you need a player to really take over this ball game, and why not be your star, Amber Treader?
Robinson tries to go baseline. She is fouled on the lay-in attempt, and she will head to the free throw line.
I'm not sure there's a person that hates the call more right now than Glenn Box.
And the foul is on DeFries. It is listed as her 3rd. So we thought she had 3 fouls in the first half, but instead it was just 2. Not sure where the confusion was. As you mentioned earlier, we're up top today, so it'll be a little harder for us to get that information, but I'm sure RedHawk fans are very happy that that wasn't DeFries' 4th foul.
Absolutely, I'm happy. That's for sure.
As Fed Robinson took a bit of a tumble, she will head back to the Toledo bench, and they'll have to find someone to shoot these free throws. It will be Anumba entering the game for the Rockets, and she'll be the one shooting the shots. Toledo so far today, 10 for 11 at the charity stripe. Quite a disparity in free throw shooting today. Miami just 1 for 2. First free throw from Anumba is no good. So a good break there for the RedHawks. Just the 2nd missed free throw for Toledo today.
Numba averaging almost 10 points per game on 2.6 rebounds and 2.1 assists. A really good player.
She makes the 2nd. She is up to 6 points in the ball game so far. 8 minutes to go. RedHawks up 46-41. They're looking down low. Oh, goes over the head of DeFries, and it'll be Toledo basketball.
And that's the 2nd time that this Miami team has just floated it over Elsa DeFries, which is just something that's almost hard to do with how tall she is. Yeah,
standing at 6'3", it's certainly hard to get it over her, but we've seen it a couple of times today. 7:50 to go. RedHawks up by 5. Dykstra stops, gets it down to Diala at the free throw line, has it taken away by Herho, who gets it to Scally. It's a fast break for the RedHawks. Lay in too strong, and a whistle on the floor. Foul will go against Toledo. A little bit of a missed opportunity there for Miami in the transition game.
Yeah, I was almost thinking that Tamar Singer coming down the right side was going to get the ball from Amber Scalia, but Scalia ended up taking it up on her own. I mean, it turns out to get her on the free throw line, so you can't really complain too much.
Yeah, fouls on Ella Weaver. That is her third. First free throw from Scalia is good. Just the third free throw for Miami today. They are now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. Scalia coming into today's game shooting 71% on free throw attempts. Her second is good, and Miami takes a 48-41 lead. A couple of RedHawks coming into the game. Macy Taylor comes in, and Amber Treader will exit. Scalia will exit, and Clara Gonzalez will come in.
I'm interested by the decision of taking Treader out in this situation.
Maybe
playing really well.
Maybe a short rest before media timeout. Potentially, Toledo having trouble getting the ball up the court. It looked like they called for a timeout, but it wasn't granted. But they're able to pass midcourt anyway. 7:18 to go. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dykstra with the ball, looking to get it to Diala, who hands it back to Dykstra. Tries to spin around. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Scoop lay-in, no good. Rebounded by Miami. They got numbers if they want it. And no, good cut from Herho. Her lay-in, no good. And another missed opportunity for Miami on a fast break. They get the ball back, though. Another steal for Miami. This defense starting to heat up. Here's a three for Herho. Wide open, no good. And a whistle on the floor. I think it is going to go against the Rockets.
If that's a foul on the Rockets, that's all due to the effort from Clara Gonzalez. I mean, just crashing the boards. And
we saw leaping Patricia Anumba trying to get the ball. She took a hard fall and is still laying on the ground. And that's who the foul is against. That is her third.
Yeah, you hate to see a player down, especially a player like Anumba late in this one, who's had a big effect on this ball game.
He's certainly one of their better players. She has certainly showed out today. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and now 3 fouls. She will make her way towards the bench. I believe Carruthers will enter the game for her. We saw another injured Rocket a few minutes ago, Faith Fed Robinson. And she was starting to emerge from the tunnel. She's now sitting on the bench. And as soon as one Rocket enters the bench again, one heads back down the tunnel. Tough break for Toledo. Miami inbounding underneath their own basket. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 6:49 to go in the game. Whistle on the floor. And a timeout.
Just stuff that you can't have happen in this one. I mean,
well, that'll bring us to a media timeout. Miami up 48-41. Looks like an exciting finish coming up here from Millett. 6:49 to go. Stay with us here on Red Hawk Radio. 6:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Miami has outscored the Rockets 6-1 here in the fourth. They're up 48-41 as Miami looks to get to a good 2-0 start in MAC play. Winners of 5 of their last 6. They're looking to continue their hot streak against a very formidable Toledo Rockets squad. Miami inbounding underneath their own basket. They get down low to Treader, working on Cole. Her lay-in is good. Amber Treader having a heck of a fourth quarter. And Miami up 50-41.
Yeah, when games are tight, you look for your best player to execute, and that's exactly what this Miami team has done.
Treader with 6 points in the quarter, and a foul called, or a turnover on Toledo, I should say. Miami getting the ball back, a chance to really break open this game. It was a foul on Diallo. That is her third. So now a few Rockets in foul trouble. Diallo with 3, Anumba with 3, and Weaver with 3. 6:20 to go. Miami with the ball in front of their bench. Cross-court pass to Taylor, and she shuffled her feet. Man,
it's just sloppy.
Yeah.
It's just sloppy turnovers all day, it seems like, coming from both teams, too. I don't think I've seen this many travel calls in a basketball game.
And that's the type of shot you really want Taylor to take. An outstanding three-point shooter. We haven't seen a three-point attempt from her today, though. She has a few plays where she's driven the ball in pretty well, and she was starting to there, but a little bit of happy feet as she exits the game, and Herho will come in. 6:10 to go. Miami up 50-41. Carruthers with the ball. She dumps it off to Ella Weaver. Gets it inside to Carruthers. Cross-court pass. Leader trying to go baseline. And a foul on Miami. Foul is on Treader. That is her second. For Miami, just a couple of RedHawks in foul trouble. Both Herho and DeFries playing with 3 fouls. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Dump off and basket is good. That was too easy for Cole. And Toledo cuts the deficit to 7. Singer with the ball at the top of the key. 5:47 to go. Being guarded by Dykstra. Switches hands, looking to go inside. Down to Treader again. Her lay-in, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. No good, but she's fouled.
Amber Treader just keeping them in the lead right now.
It seems like it's no secret what Glenn Box and the Miami RedHawks want to do on the offensive end. That is get it down low to Amber Treader, and you can certainly understand why. She has 16 points. She is 7 for 10 from the field.
And it's a 3-year starter and leader of this team, Amber Treader. I mean, she is a Miami RedHawk, and she knows how the system works with Glenn Box. And right now, doing everything in her will to win this basketball game.
From Indiana, from Forest Park High School, averaging 13.5 points and 8.8 rebounds, although she misses the first free throw. A little uncharacteristic of her, came into today's game shooting 83% on free throw attempts. She makes the second. Miami will expand their lead to 8 as Gonzalez will enter the game for Treader. Have to assume she won't be out for too long.
Right.
Toledo inbounding the ball. Miami putting on a little bit of a press. They had some trouble before the timeout earlier, but Carruthers able to cross midcourt and get into their end of the floor. 5:25 to go. Cole with the basketball, gets it down low to Diallo, who gets it to Dykstra. Going baseline, has it taken away, and Tamar Singer comes up with the basketball. What a play. Trying to make some magic on the offensive end. 5:10 to go as she slows things down. Crowd starting to file in here at Millett Hall. The men's game against the Akron Zips about 30 minutes after this one ends. Trying to go down low, this time to DeFries, working on Diallo, backing down, going around the basket, left-hand lay-in, no good, rebounded by the Rockets. Dykstra with the ball, being guarded by Singer. Singer a little too aggressive that time, and a foul called on her.
Unnecessary there, he didn't really need to do all of that. She had Dykstra in a spot. She looked like she was about to pick up her dribble.
Certainly appeared that way as the third team foul for Miami. It is the second foul on Singer, so not a huge deal so far with 4:44 to go in the game. Weaver and Dykstra exit for the Rockets. Fed Robinson and Anumba are in, and Treader is back in for Gonzalez. Miami up by 8, looking for a 2-0 start in MAC play. Diallo pump fakes at the free throw line and gets it to Cole at the near side wing. Back down to Diallo again. Cross court pass to Carruthers. Now Anumba. Now Fed Robinson. Now Cole. Back at the wing. Driving in. A collision. A whistle. And a charge. What a play from Amber Treader. What a quarter she's having.
Just stepping up in the big moments.
Foul is on Cole. That is her second. And Miami looking to expand the 8-point lead. 4:18 to go. I feel like everyone in Millett knows that this ball is going to get in the hands of Amber Treader. I guess the Singer, she's looking to drive inside. Cross-court pass tipped and deflected away. She's trying to go to Scalia, but instead of coast-to-coast opportunity, Anumba, no good. The ball is tipped around, goes out of bounds, and will stay with Toledo.
And who was there down the court hustling to make sure that that shot was defended right there? Amber Treader.
Who else?
Like, it's unbelievable.
She has been outstanding in the fourth quarter. She's up to 17 points. Fed Robinson with the ball, looking inside, being guarded by Scalia. Carruthers trying to make something happen. It's been a tough streak for Toledo, scoreless over the past 2 minutes. Fed Robinson across the court. Cole passes up the 3. Shot from the elbow is good.
A tough shot there, too, from Elise Cole.
Miami up 51-45, about 3.5 minutes to go. Singer slowing things down. Would love a bucket here if you're the RedHawks. Gets it to Treader. Trying to go inside to DeFries. We're at the MAC logo. Her shot, no good, but she was fouled on the shot. And she will head to the free throw line. Gotta say, Gavin, Miami's done a much, much better job in this quarter getting to the charity stripe. It's been a bit of a struggle, but a couple trips so far in the fourth.
Yeah, and the trips coming in the biggest moment, you know, like you said, in this fourth quarter where you have to grow a lead and take over this game. The best way to find points is the free throw line, even though DeFries misses that first one short.
Foul was on Carrier. That is her first. And the second free throw is good. So not an empty trip for the RedHawks, as they're now up by 7, 52-45, 3:15 to go. Anumba with the ball at the top of the key. Looking to get it to Carruthers, but instead Herho steals it away. Her lay-in is good. And Nuria Herho stepping up defensively, gets the transition bucket. Miami up by 9.
And a defensive duo of Nuria Herho.
Carruthers driving in off the glass. It's good. Now 7-point lead for Miami. Seems like when Toledo needed to get a bucket so far today, they have done so. Although they're down by 7, they don't have a ton of time. Just over 2.5 minutes left in the game. Miami working slowly. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Singer way away from the basket, being guarded by Fed Robinson. Gets it to DeFries, who gets it down to Treader. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Picked up her dribble. Gets up to Singer. Her 3 at the top of the key is good. All nylon for Tamar Singer, and Miami up by double digits.
Unreal shot from Tamar Singer. She can do it all.
Up to 9 points today. 2:08 to go in the game. And 7 assists for Tamar Singer, right at her season average. 2 minutes left. Carruthers with the ball, and a timeout for Toledo.
Called a 2-minute warning here in this one.
Just over 2 minutes to go. We'll take a quick break here on Red Hawk Radio. RedHawks up 57-47. .202 to go here from Millett. RedHawks up by 10, 57-47. It's Been a really, really good fourth quarter for Miami, and in particular Amber Shredder. They're outscoring the Rockets 15-7. Ball is tipped away by Singer. She thought she had deflected off of Anumba, but instead the ball will remain with Toledo. Still 2:02 left. Anumba with the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by Singer. Toledo really needs a bucket here with less than 2 minutes to go. Carruthers with the ball, right-hand lay-in is good. Good bucket there for Carruthers. She is up to 9 points.
Yeah, Carruthers has made some big-time shots in this one. Another one right there.
1:40 left. Herho with the ball. She dumps it off to DeFries. And up to the top of the key is Singer with the ball. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. You'd have to think Miami's going to work slowly, and Toledo play very aggressively on defense. They're double teaming any RedHawk with the ball, and a timeout from Glenn Box. Seems like Miami, I don't know if unprepared is the right word, Gavin, but
yeah,
a little
just trying to hang on to this lead right now, it seems like, but you got to look for some type of offense during the possession. You got 10 seconds left. Glenn Box always so good at running some good sets out of timeouts, so I expect to see something good here where it's either going to go into the hands of the big three, Amber, Scala, Shredder, or Singer, or maybe even Elsa DeFries.
Yeah, you would have to think the ball will get into one of those RedHawks. You would certainly think so, and I would probably expect Shredder, just the way that she's been playing in the fourth quarter and her role of kind of like the leader of this team.
And
been here this whole time.
And the benefit of having such a good team is if they're going to deny Shredder the ball, okay, fine, we'll give it to Tamar Singer, who just nailed a big-time shot, or we'll give it to Elsa DeFries, who can knock down a shot from just about anywhere. So it's exciting. You
know Toledo's going to play uber aggressively on whoever has the ball, at least a couple Rockets on the ball carrier for the rest of the West. That means someone else is open.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of finding the open RedHawk.
Find the one that's open. It could be Neria Herho, who has knocked down some big-time threes and big-time moments so far in this one. She's got a big part of this lead.
1:27 left. Miami will inbound right in front of the scores table. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, so they'll have to work rather quickly. Ball gets into the hands of Singer, being guarded by Weaver. Shot clock down to 5. Singer driving in, right-hand scoop layup. It's good. What a drive from Tamar Singer, up to 11 points.
And it felt like they denied the ball from everyone else, so Tamar Singer says, okay, I'll take it myself, and does exactly that, a scoop and score.
Anumba driving in, blocked by DeFries. It goes out of bounds.
DeFries averaging a block and a half this season, one of the best shot blockers in the MAC. Showing exactly why right there.
She has 3 blocks today. She has certainly showed up defensively. 1:04 left, Miami up by 10, 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Toledo inbounding from the corner, and a timeout from the coach, Jenny Bogus. This Miami defense is certainly stepping up in the fourth quarter. Have only allowed 9 points from these Rockets, and especially in the moments where it's mattered most, Gavin, they have held the Rockets scoreless.
Yeah, I mean, this Miami team can step up defensively. They've done that today. Their offense hasn't been all there. They've been usually a lot better offensively, but today their defense has stepped up, and that's the reason they lead by 10 points with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in this one.
And important to remember for the rest of the way, Miami is already in the bonus. Toledo with 5 team fouls. Toledo, or I should say Miami has 3 team fouls. Toledo has 5. Miami with 2 timeouts left, and Toledo with just 1. As there's your game reset with 1:04 left. Toledo looking to inbound the ball in the corner. They get to Carruthers. Her 3 is good. They needed that, and they got it.
Great set out of that timeout there for Toledo.
A whistle on the floor. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I wonder if they're going to review if it was a 2 or a 3, although to me it looks pretty clear.
Yeah. And we're done with the timeout.
I'm not sure what exactly it was, but whatever, it was very brief, so we appreciate that. Just under a minute to go. Ball nearly taken away from Scalia, but instead of foul on Toledo, it is on Anumba, and Miami will head to the free throw line.
And you got Scalia going to the free throw line, someone you'll definitely take to the free throw line. She struggled a little bit during non-conference play, but this is still a good free throw shooter, and you expect that number to rise at It's about 72% right now.
Came into today's game around 71%, and she is 2 for 2 today. Now 3 for 3. And Miami 6 for 9 on free throw attempts today. Feels like the rest of the way, Gavin, it's really just an issue of making your free throws. If you're able to do it, you should come away with a victory, as Scalia drills the second, and a whistle on the floor, and Bogus will use her last timeout for Toledo. Miami up 61-52, 56.3 seconds left in the game. Really feels like you're just another stop away. If you're in Miami, make a couple of free throws. You should be able to wrap this one up soon if you play your cards right.
Yeah, especially with Toledo using the last timeout right there. Probably shouldn't see many more stoppage besides the fouls Toledo's going to try to do to stay in this one that you expect, but Toledo's got to have a quick offensive possession here. Yeah,
Toledo not a great team offensively this season. 10th in the MAC in points per game and 10th in the MAC in three-point percentage, just over 27%. They have shot above their average today. They are 5 for 16 for a percent of 31. But it feels like you really, really need to get one here. I would imagine you'd try to get in the hands of your best scorer, Carruthers, who has 12 points, just made that last 3. Is that the person you'd look for here?
Yeah, I would say Carruthers. I mean, she's your leading scorer, like you said, and your best player offensively, for sure. She's shooting the ball around 50% on the season, a 32% three-point shooter. I mean, that's who I'd look for, but you have to expect Miami to try to deny her the ball. So if not, maybe Fed Robinson, but actually, excuse me, Fed Robinson's not even on the floor. She's hurt, so I mean, I don't know.
Carruthers 2 for 2 on three-point attempts today. We do not see Fed Robinson on the floor. She did get injured earlier, but she did come back, but not on the floor right now. 56.4 to go, and a charge.
Huge.
Pretty much the worst case scenario for Toledo, best case scenario for Miami. That's exactly what you wanted to see, and the RedHawks will get the ball back.
And Nuria Herho has found her way into the starting lineup this season because of her effort and defensive abilities, and she also can knock down the shots as well. But that right there shows exactly why.
Ball tipped away, gets into the hand of the Rockets. Enumba with the basketball, trying to get up top to Carruthers, passes up the 3, gets it back to Enumba, passes it towards the bench, and the shot is good. Big time 3 for Ella Weaver, and it's now a 6-point game with 42 seconds left.
Huge.
And just not a great turnover there from Tamar Singer. And maybe it took a little more time than you would like if you're Toledo, but you got a much needed 3, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, I mean, you called the timeout with 55 seconds left on the clock. Now you have 42 seconds, and you ended up getting that 3-pointer you were looking for in the first possession you had. So 61-55, Miami still trying to just fend off this Toledo push, but Toledo with hope.
Miami with 1 timeout left. And important to remember, they are in the bonus, so they'll be heading to the free throw line the rest of the way. Obviously, you would love to be in that position up by 6, as Miami is. Both teams breaking the huddle. Miami will inbound the ball. They'll move the ball up, and they'll inbound right in front of their bench. 42 seconds left, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Ball gets inbounded to Tamar Singer. Toledo playing very aggressively. They still haven't fouled yet. They dump it off to Scalia, still dribbling around. Still no foul from the Rockets. 32 seconds left. Singer with the ball, trying to dribble around. And finally a foul from Toledo with 29.6 left.
I wish Tamar Singer would have gave that ball to Amber Treader, who was open. Not saying she would have taken the shot or anything, but still a good player to have on the free throw line, and there would have been probably about 25 seconds left on the clock. And every second matters right now.
Singer, a very good free throw shooter, though. Came into today's game shooting 88% from the line. First free throw is good. It's a crucial one. Now a 3-possession game with less than 30 seconds left. Miami up 62-55. And the second is good. Miami now up by 8. 28 seconds to go. Trouble with the ball, but Enumba able to get it back. 23 seconds left. They get it up top to Weaver, who gets into Carruthers. Her miracle three, no good. Ball is out on the floor and out of the hands of Dykstra. And Miami will get the ball back. 14.8 seconds left. Shot clock is expired. That should wrap it up here from Millett Hall. It looks like Toledo is going to concede, and the Miami RedHawks are going to get out of here with a hard-earned victory.
Yeah. You didn't have it at all today, this afternoon, but you come out with a big conference victory, and you start off conference play 2-0 with two hard-fought victories. One coming to Kent State earlier this week, and another one coming here at Millett Hall against a Toledo team that came down fighting.
It's certainly a great start for Miami today, and after a disastrous second quarter, they had to really fight in the second half. An outstanding fourth quarter for the RedHawks. They outscored the Rockets 21-15, and they get out of here with their second MAC victory. As you mentioned, they're now 2-0 in MAC play, and they improved to 10-4 on the season. It seems like they keep getting better and better as the season goes on. A big victory for Miami, and the next game for them will be massive next week against UMass on the 7th. UMass, one of the best teams in this conference. It seems like UMass, Ball State, and Miami, the three best teams in the MAC.
Yeah, it seems like it so far from what we saw in non-conference play. But, you know, it's always so interesting because this is a Toledo team that was quite overlooked when you look at the preseason MAC rankings, and now you see a Toledo team that is probably going to be a lot better than what teams think, and that showed today with their defensive capability. I mean, it's impressive to keep a Miami team just to 63 points, and that's a recipe for success moving forward if you're Toledo.
Amber Treader leading the RedHawks in scoring. She had 17 points and 4 rebounds, an outstanding day for her. And Kendall Carruthers, the leading scorer for the Rockets. She had 12. That should wrap it up here for Millett. We will be back in about 30 minutes for what should be the best game of the season so far on the men's side. It will be a rematch of the MAC championship game between the undefeated RedHawks of Miami and the Zips of Akron. Hope you join us for that. As for now, this is Bryan Miller and Gavin Stark signing off. Hope to see you in about 30.
You don't want to miss this one.